When your old career gives you lemons, throw in some ice, mix in some vodka, and call it a podcast. From the Mac of All Trades studio in Fairport and driven by Victor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, it's Billified, the Bill Moran Podcast.
Welcome. Thanks for getting your pot on. Thanks for telling a friend. That's how we spread the word about the pirate ship. Danny back from the Steel Rail Revival.
Yeah, Billy.
Yeah, it's like a whole big biblical thing down there.
Yeah, man, you wouldn't get over all the number of white people down there for a rock festival, Billy. 4 stages, tons of chicks.
Tonight on the podcast, Jackson's in town.
Woo!
Jackson. You gotta talk into the microphone. Get it real close.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course I'd have you.
Yeah.
I was excited. I thought you wanted to be on the podcast.
I do want to be on the podcast.
Yeah, and we went over to Mulconnery's, and I left the guys there. I had lunch. We had lunch. I left them, and I went home, and Jackson had laundry in, so I changed it over, and then I said, just walk over and meet me at the studio. And they had a couple. Couple?
A few, yeah.
Yeah, a few.
Any Irish martinis there, Jordan? Or
Irish martini.
Jordan likes martinis, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, Jordan did like martini that one time. But then Jordan is here as well because they're going to be hanging out a lot this week. The brothers.
Yeah.
The brothers are going to be hanging out doing stuff. And
I was going to say BJ, but that would make sense. Before Jameson, but they're all.
Dude.
I mean, look, because you're all Jays, so I can't say that.
Yeah, we know what you meant, but
No,
you
I didn't
be
mean it
careful
like
how you phrase that.
Yeah, that's why I stopped. That's why I warned him.
Because last year I was up here for my cousin's wedding, and an aunt who I hadn't seen in like 10 years did the jet thing.
Yeah.
That Papa usually does.
Oh, the stuttering and the names?
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, you might have to adjust the height on
Jordan,
that.
Jackson, Jameson.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they go through the whole lineup.
My mother did the same thing, and she would add names that we wouldn't even have in the family.
Oh, yeah,
Tom, Dick, Harry. I'm like, what? Did you kill a bunch of kids when they were born before we got here?
Yeah, and our mom's name is Jenna. Our grandma's name is Jean.
Yeah.
So I'm not doing the J thing or the alliteration thing with my kids. I'm just telling you that.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's
right
okay.
now.
I forgot.
not.
Jackson is 6'7", so we had to adjust the mic so it's a little closer to us.
Yeah, I know. It's like bigger than Josh Allen.
Yeah, he is bigger than
I am
Josh
bigger
Allen.
than Josh Allen. Yeah, and according to my last 3 X-rays, my growth plates still haven't fused. I'm still going.
Oh, congratulations, man. I would kill for that problem.
I would happily give it to you.
Yeah.
No need to kill me.
Dude,
I
you,
want it
no
to.
steroids?
Why don't you like it? Why don't you like being that tall?
I don't. It's just gratuitous after a while because all the clothes are really expensive, and even if you do find some that are like my pants are, I don't even know what anymore, but like 40 something, 30 something long.
Yeah.
And if they're too wide, they're either too wide, which is fine because I get a belt, but they're too short is the issue. Like they're fine, but the ones I had on yesterday were a little short.
They don't have big and tall stores in Alabama?
No,
Probably
not
deep and wide,
Not
huh?
within a good price range. No.
Oh, okay.
Well, you also got to think you can never ride comfortably in a sports car.
No,
never at all.
And my dream car is a '69 Charger with BDS blower.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah, mine too.
Weird.
With a
Ghost Rider's
BDS,
awesome.
with a BDS blower, huh?
Yeah.
Look at this.
This guy.
I think I know somebody who has that. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
We should see if we could try to find.
I know,
Does his name rhyme with Goo Lamb?
No. No.
Okay.
And then I did see Jordan posted a new picture yesterday on Instagram that
Looks like Chris Cornell with guns.
But it was funny because last night, after I left you, I swung by Mulconnery's just to see if Damien was there, and I ended up talking to Stephanie, and I said, "Yeah." I said, "I heard my son and my father came in here." She said, "Yeah," and she said, "I don't know which boy it was." And I go, So I went to his Instagram.
Oh, no.
And that, because I was just going to say this one.
Yeah.
And the one that comes up is him shirtless, posing, all flexed, and he looks like you look oiled up in this picture.
That's the thing. I'm not.
And I go, the weird part is, like, I always joke, like, I'll run into friends of yours, right, from McQuaid and stuff. And they go, "Hey, you're Jordan's dad, right?" I go, "Yeah." And they go, "How's he doing?" I go, "Yeah, he's pretty good." I go, and they're like, "Yeah, I see him on Instagram and on his Snapchat." I go, "Yeah, next time you see him, tell him to put a fucking shirt on, will you?" It's like every time I see him, it's always without a shirt on.
Yeah.
You got to show it off.
I have to.
Does it work for the ladies? Does it work?
Yeah, it works well enough.
Well,
He goes to a Christian school. They're already married.
Now, are you on any dating apps? Will you even admit that?
Yeah, I'll admit that. I am on a few.
He started his own called J-Date. It's usually for Jewish people, but for Jordan, they made an exception.
Wait, so
I don't know. He's like 5'10".
I mean, I'm on.
Right there.
he's what?
He's like 5'10", curly hair. He's right there.
So
A lot of my friends actually do think I am Jewish just because of the hair.
really?
Yeah, they all think I'm a part of the chosen people. I have to tell them, nah, I wasn't chosen. Sorry.
Bro,
I
just
got
go
picked-
along with it.
I got picked last for everything.
Well, I don't know. There were 12 tribes, and they can't account
13.
for. There were 13.
They're actually 13.
13.
They can't
yeah.
account for all of them. And so they wonder,
Right.
maybe one got lost in Ireland. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
It's very possible. Is there, so what dating apps are you on?
Tinder and Hinge.
Tinder and Hinge.
Yeah.
Now, what's the one with Hinge? How does Hinge work?
So Hinge is a lot more work.
What do you mean?
That one, it's set up where similar to Tinder, you have like pictures and stuff, but you have actual captions and little spoken word pieces where they feed you. You get your selection of like a bio line, and then you pick your own response to whatever the app prompts for you. And you can pick and choose it. But then when you go to match with somebody, you actually have to respond.
Danny,
to
do you have
something.
any of these apps?
No.
No,
I'm
not
married.
my wife.
Well, he's married.
I forgot he's married.
It's
Yeah, for my side piece, Billy. It's called sidepump.com.
I'm on no dating apps at all.
I would know.
But are you, Jackson, on any?
I am on a couple. I downloaded Hinge. I haven't finished setting it up yet.
Yeah, but you know what you
I'm
need
on-
to do is like you got to look up Hinge and
No,
like
I'm
poke fun.
Not
Well,
gonna
the
look,
thing-
I'm not going to look up
Why
my
won't you
brother's,
look up his
my brother's Hinge profile
just to laugh at it?
I know you're
Just-
not serious.
I am serious
I
because
think he is serious.
I would be roasting if my brother and I, if
Oh
Kevin
my
and I
God.
were
If
on
I
it-
ever got a hold of his, end of the day,
Yeah.
I'm roasting the hell out of you at every family reunion.
and then
Great. Don't think I'm scared of your six-pack abs. I'll kick your ass. I use Tinder and Bumble more than anything.
yeah, do they work?
They do work. I've gotten a few swipes.
Okay, so Tinder
Shirtless?
is, but
So the
do
thing,
you put
No,
shirtless
I have
pictures
ta-
up
I
on
have
these
taste.
days?
Yes, I
Dude, if you could do it, no, if you could do it,
If you
could do it, bro, if you could do it, do it,
It's
bro.
better than a picture with a fish.
Who puts a picture with somebody hunting or fishing?
Yeah.
Yeah, but those are the big ones. All right, so
But those are the people.
Okay,
those are
but-
the ones that people hate.
yeah,
Yeah.
but, okay.
That's like a big
Wait,
red
wait, wait,
flag.
wait,
or the one with
wait.
like the orange sunglasses and the deer head. Hey, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, but no, wouldn't what
As
do
soon as I
girls
see that,
what do
I know to
girls
swipe left.
write? Do they swipe on you or no?
They do.
They do.
Yeah.
Does it? Is it a? Do you think you would do better without it or with it?
With
Do you have other pictures up there?
yes, I have other pictures up there. Jesus
Like,
Christ,
that's
it's not all shirtless pictures, Dad.
Well, everything
You
on
kind of
your
look like
Instagram-
Jesus Christ.
That's what I've been told.
Every one of them.
Oh, don't go
No,
there.
no, I won't go there. I'm not going to be John Lennon over here.
All right, listen, hang on. a
Don't
second.
go there either,
I
bro.
need to-
Can't go there either.
I need to go back a little bit here. So you're on these dating sites,
Yeah.
and how many shirtless pictures are up there?
Like one or two, maybe.
Shut up. How
I'm-
many are up there?
Rule of
You know
three, Billy.
exactly.
I could check right now.
No,
26.
you know how many
No,
are up
I
there.
honestly don't.
All right,
Dad,
then check right now.
Jordan,
I want
yes,
you to
you
count.
right now.
Under
Okay,
over.
right, he's
Under
lying
over.
through his
6.5.
teeth.
I'm going to take the over.
You're going over 6.5.
Over 6.5.
I'm saying he has at least
Christ.
3, and I think that we have to look. Somebody, a neutral party. I don't have
3
to
to
be the
4.
one.
You're so invested in
technically
this.
It's 3.
Technically
Because
3.
How
What do you
is
mean
it-
What is technically?
Well, because technically one of them is me passed out on a couch shirtless.
Doesn't
with a beer
matter.
in my hand.
You
Why would
posted
you
it.
post
Why
that
the
on a
fuck did
dating
you
app?
post that? 'Cause it's funny, and I don't care.
Yeah, but what? So what girl's going to look at this and go, "Well, that's a good time"?
Baby, this could be you.
Now I
Laying
have
on me.
Passed out on
Well,
his
'cause
couch.
it shows realism.
That
He's an impressionist.
seriously, just say that. Realism.
Ladies and gentlemen, is this Jordan Picasso?
Realism.
It's real.
No,
Hey,
okay.
this is reality, girls. At some point, I'm face down on the couch.
Take it or leave it, baby.
But you get these 6-pack abs. Come on.
Yeah, you get the six-pack abs.
While
and
I'm passed
me
out, you can do your laundry.
I know,
It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Real. I'm not giving a shit and having fun.
No, but I mean, are you having fun though?
Yeah.
Is it working?
Eh.
What do you mean? Eh?
That means
Well,
you're
I
not.
mean, yeah, it works, but do I want to talk to everybody I match with? Hell no.
Okay.
No,
I
not
get
even
that.
close.
I get that all the time.
Oh,
All right.
all the time.
Are you matching with
the married man?
Are you
Yeah, I gotta beat him off like with a stick.
are you matching with
projecting, I
girls
think.
your age, or do you get older women?
Mostly ones in my age.
Yeah.
I honestly, if I see girls who are like older on these apps, I kind of feel bad.
Why?
Define older.
Yeah, I was
first
just
of
going
all.
to say, what is
I'm gonna
older
say,
in your
like,
world?
Well, in my eyes, and this is going to sound a little extreme, but like someone who's like 35 plus,
Yeah.
if I see one of those,
Yeah.
that's where I start to feel bad.
Ladies,
Why would you feel bad?
Why do I feel bad? Because this is a dating app for like people in their 20s.
No,
and
it's
you're
not.
On there at
Don't feel
35.
bad. Feel
it's
lucky.
not.
That's fish in a barrel.
ladies, when he right,
We were all thinking it.
just wear
you're
a
right,
2x4 on your ass, Jordan, and you'll
my God.
you'll
Well,
be
hang
good.
on a second. No, wait.
When he swipes left, ladies, he's not saying boo. He's saying cougar.
No, I'm not saying that.
No, hang on a second.
But you are, though.
Now,
I'm not.
these dating apps are for anybody.
Well,
There's
they
people,
are,
but there are
but-
people my age on these dating apps, and there's another podcast that is under our umbrella. It's Unfiltered and Average, and those women are about that age.
Right.
One's early 40s, one's in her mid to late 30s,
I can show you some things.
and
Can always learn a lesson.
and
Don't.
okay, I don't need to hear this kind of stuff.
No, you don't.
But
Go on.
So
See, he's not saying stop.
no, I'm not. But I would think like an older woman, you might have a nice conversation with. I don't know.
Definitely.
You could probably have a nice date with somebody.
Yeah.
Now, Tinder, from what I've been told, again, no experience on any of these, and I'm serious about that. Is a hookup site.
More or less. I mean, you can with any of these things, you can put in what you want to get out of it. 9 times out of 10, it is just going to be a hookup site.
Yeah.
And those are the type of ones where if I see somebody who's like, like older, upper 30s, early 40s, and I see that,
Yeah.
that's where I start to be like, wow, okay, you need to get your life together. You're not
Why
20 anymore.
Well, hang on a
Well,
second.
because
though.
I don't-
Why can't they have fun too?
Well,
they
I'm
might
not
have been
saying
married.
you can't. It's just like, why are you here? You're
Listen,
looking,
Planet Fitness. This is a judgment-free zone.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes,
I'm
exactly.
with Dad on this one. If they want to have some fun, then yeah.
No,
go
I'm
on
not.
Tinder
I'm
and
not
Bumble. If they
saying
want
it's a
something
bad
serious-
thing. It's
No.
just like
Listen,
there are
let me
other
finish.
apps out there where if you wanted something a little more
that's what I'm
serious or
saying.
whatever,
But maybe they
maybe
don't.
but maybe they don't.
Maybe they don't. If
Maybe they don't.
I was about
I'm not going to put
I will-
myself in their
I will tell you
headspace.
that I have heard that there are married couples that go on Tinder to find
Third.
Oh yeah,
third
I've
or
seen
fourth.
that.
You've seen that.
Yeah.
Have you
seen
been
it. I've seen it
invited
too.
for that?
No.
Come
And
on.
Thank God I haven't.
Oh, Jordan, don't lie.
No, I'm being honest.
No, usually,
Hey,
yeah, but that's
look
not
me
how
in
it
the eye.
happens. It's usually like the wife lures you in.
Yep.
And then they go, so
do you mean,
my
yup?
husband and I.
Well, because you look through and eventually you're going to find a picture of them and the other guy, and it's like, what the fuck is going on
When I
here?
was single, this happened a lot.
To you?
Yeah, so we're looking for a third. I go, a third of what? I was so naive. They go, like, I go, I'm not into that. I go, but you guys enjoy yourselves. That's
I know,
cool.
to
I'm not
each their own.
judging.
All right. So what is Hinge, and how does it differ from Tinder?
So
I'm also curious
Hinge
about that.
it's advertised as the app that's designed to be deleted.
In other words,
It's
you're
like one of those ones where you're actually supposed to come out of it with a relationship.
You find your life partner.
But in all honesty, it's just like taking Instagram and Tinder and putting them together because you actually have to comment on people's stuff.
Okay.
Like if you see pictures or
So what
little-
comments do you get on the shirtless pictures on Hinge?
You fine.
Yeah, pretty much.
Do you?
Yeah.
Now, see, sometimes I would think like a shirtless picture like that may be a turnoff to some women, only because it's sort of showing that you're
Oh, I'm
maybe
sure.
too into yourself.
Oh, I'm sure it is, but I mean, I don't care.
They're not the ones that you're looking for.
No, because
Yeah,
the
like-
thing is, the way I see it is when I put stuff like that out there, it's like I'm comfortable with showing this off because I'm proud of it.
Yeah.
And
You should be,
it's
too.
not, It's not me showing off to be like rubbing it in someone's face. It's more so like
No,
I'm taking-
Bro,
yeah,
if
you
I
want to
look
rub
like-
it in somebody's face. Yes, you
No,
do.
no.
Yes,
It's
you
like
do.
it's
Ladies
like
and
I'm-
gentlemen, let's welcome to the stage. Shoot
No, but
it.
but it's a
Bow,
little-
bow, bow, now, 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 now.
but it's
You
a
can
little
make a killing, bro.
probably, but it's a little different because it's something I've worked hard for, and it's one of those things like you see people post like, oh, they like working out, and then you show like that as
Yeah.
one of your interests.
Yeah.
You post that, and
That's
it's
not
like-
your cover photo. Like when they go on, and that's the number one. That's okay.
no.
All right,
Wait,
all
hold
right.
on. Do they have filters where you can like put in nipple rings but not really get the piercing?
You know, I haven't seen that.
Okay.
I'm sure it exists.
That would be
I
cool.
hope not.
So
I wouldn't do it,
All right, so you're on Tinder and Hinge,
Yep.
and you're on Tinder
And Bumble.
and Bumble, but Bumble's the one where the ladies have to come to
Yes.
you.
Yes.
Okay, and how's that going?
Exactly 4 women have come I mean, one of them was my coworker as a joke. She texted me as she did it. I was also at work, but then I got home and I saw her. I swiped right and we matched.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm gonna get in Jackson's honey pot.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it awkward when you meet these people? Because you're meeting them like virtually, and then when you meet them in reality.
Well, so the thing is, it's kind of like you get a hold of their contact info ahead of time, and you actually get to know each other for a while, and this is just like you actually seeing each other face to face.
Yeah.
So it's not super awkward. It just depends on how the conversations prior went.
Yeah.
Honestly, the only hard part is like if you run out of shit to talk about when you see them in person.
Or when they ain't looking nothing like their pictures.
Yeah, that too.
Wait, so you're Felicia?
I've had that happen once or twice.
Really? Tell me about that.
You don't look like
experience.
Felicia.
I want to know about this experience.
It
Look
wasn't
more like-
really bad. It was just like the pictures they had up were slightly older.
Okay.
Yeah, I went through this too.
Slightly older, meaning
Some
what do
people
they
say I
look
look like Janet Jackson. Look more like Freddie Jackson.
That's from
I
Friday.
never looked.
Friday.
Well,
Is
like
that
they-
last Friday or Friday?
first Friday.
Or Friday.
Yeah. Well, it was never that bad. It was just like, little. It was little things.
Few pounds more.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
The other times it was more like,
How many times have you matched? How many dates have you gone on?
Don't worry about that. It was more so
Too
like-
many.
Wait, you've only okay. Has this all been since you got the car?
No.
That thing?
No.
I was about to
If
say,
anything,
no
I
way.
thought it would go down after that.
Well, but when you're 21,
That's true.
That doesn't.
No.
I just
not
thought, man.
saying.
Yeah, he's
So-
Tracy Chapman. I got a
Do you-
Subaru.
Do you meet? Do you match with anybody on your campus?
I have once or twice.
Yeah. And
And,
how did that go?
Better than you'd think. I mean, it was
You're not
people I
married
nev-
yet?
It was people. Yeah, exactly. No, it was people I had never really seen on campus before, or like people who I went to school with. More times than not, it was commuters.
Yeah. Okay.
People I don't normally see, and it
Yeah.
gave me the chance to meet somebody new.
Right.
Yeah.
And for the record, Jackson goes to Roberts Wesley, and that's why we can make all these like.
Jordan.
Oh, Jordan, excuse me.
You're doing it
Wow.
now.
I'm sorry.
My
Yeah,
God.
exactly. I'm old. I live my life.
That's all right.
Yeah. Roberts Wesleyan.
Yeah, ring by spring is a thing there.
Right. That's the thing. My wife went there.
I swear to God, in the past 3 years, I have known like 7 people who have gotten married before they graduated.
Really?
I already know a woman who went there, and
One
she's
of them
been
was
engaged.
my RA. Like,
Wow. So her husband like lives in there.
No, so he was one of the RAs on campus my junior year,
Okay.
and he had gotten engaged when he was a junior going into his senior year, and they actually got married
Oh wow.
around, if not after graduation.
Right.
So now
it had
Mr.
been like
Smith's in charge tonight. You kids better
they
be
act-
in bed by 10 o'clock.
But they actually got to have like their own place on campus together.
Oh yeah.
So that was nice for them.
Jackson. So any of the women on what was the one they Bumble?
Bumble, yeah.
Did you go on dates with these people?
Well, I've gotten more luck from Tinder than Bumble. The one time I did go to get one on Bumble was I waited there at Bishop's for about an hour before I realized, you know what, screw this. I got self-respect. I was going to give her another 30 minutes, but then I was like, no, get some self-respect. So I just left. She texted me back the next morning saying, sorry, I got held up at work, or do you want to meet up again? But I just ignored her.
Okay.
Yeah. Good for
There you
you.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Put yourself
If they
first.
want to be there, they'll show up. But if they don't, they'll
Exactly,
find an excuse. I learned that from your father. Anything in life. If you want to do something, you will. And if you don't, you'll find an excuse.
Like, she could have at least texted me, and then I would have said, cool, maybe we could do something. But she didn't do that.
Yeah. F her.
Yeah. I always did the. That is
Offensive.
true, Danny.
But yeah, I
always
will
Yeah.
go with Jordan. It goes how the conversation goes. Me personally, not so much the text conversation, but how it goes in person.
did. Yeah.
Because people can say anything and mean anything from behind, with like any nuance from behind the screen.
Right.
Bro.
Right.
They could be the Butabi brothers from Saturday Night Live. Lady, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. They're shaking their heads back and forth. You, me, you. No. Okay.
Now, when you're here, will you use the dating app? Oh, you have
Probably not. Yeah, I have
no. You have
I have a date on
Friday.
already,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. Now, Jordan would never share with you some of the swipe right or lefts on his. Have you ever shown Jackson any of yours?
I haven't asked.
And Jackson, you haven't shown him?
No.
Now, it'd be weird if you lived in the same, because the boys don't live in the same town. Jordan's
Well,
here, Jackson's in
not in
Alabama.
But yeah, by the time I move back, he's going to be going to law school.
Yeah, but it'd be weird if you matched like with the same chick.
That would be weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be really weird.
And then if like one went out with her and then the other went out with her, you didn't know. But you didn't know.
We wouldn't know.
No thanks.
No thanks.
No thanks.
All right. Well, what if she said your brother was? What if she said bad thing like he's a jerk?
I'd say, tell me more. Because you're a fucking idiot. I need to know the dirty details.
Well, see, that's different than you and me because if that is how you'd respond and I got the same question, I'd be like, oh, really? He's a jerk? Yeah, I lived with him for fucking 18 years. What do I care?
Well, I remember
I really was a dick.
You really
when we got to
upgraded.
Webster.
Well, I remember when you had a party and didn't you get in a fight with one of the girls?
No, okay, so I didn't do anything. She just, I don't know
She
what.
walked over, punched me in the face.
Slapped you, yeah.
Yeah,
She
and I was
slapped
fine
him,
with it. I was
and
like,
I was
whatever.
like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? Like, this is not your house. You can't do that to the host.